Hello, I'm Dr. Garrett Castleberry, Professor of Media Production and Communication at Mid-America Christian University, and I'm here for the first installment in our video syllabus series for COMM4513, Rhetoric, Persuasion, and Argumentation. Now, those are three key themes that we hope to highlight throughout this accelerated course in the online college at MacU. And before we get into some of the aspects of the course, I want to provide the briefest of self-introductions so that you can get to know your course instructor, whether we have or have not shared time in the past. As I mentioned, my name is Dr. Castleberry, and I've been at MacU as a program director of our communication curriculum for almost 10 years. Before that, I had spent time, several years each, at multiple universities where I served as the director of forensics. And no, not the science, or rather not the crime-solving forensics, but that known as forensic science, but rather forensics, the art and craft of speech and debate, of oratory and deliberative exercises in a competitive fashion. And so I've had the opportunity to serve as director of speech and debate at the University of Oklahoma for 4 years, where we got to see numerous students take competitive events to the national levels, multiple nationals, in fact, often 1 to 2 per year. And we would take anywhere from 4 to, I think at one point we may have had 8 to 10 students attending a national tournament in competition with others from around the country. We also, in that time, produced a national champion in impromptu speaking. I could unpack some of those things at a different time, but alas, as I was completing my terminal degree, right, where you gain that title of doctor, earning PhD, I had an end of contract term and was able to successfully transition immediately over to serving as director of debate and then speech and debate at Oklahoma City University. And during a shorter stint there, but no less impactful, it was exciting to see students grow and mature into various professional arenas, but through the lens of their competitive involvement in speech and debate. And the final 2 years that I served in that capacity, we were able to take our students to internationals held in Lima, Peru, as well as Quebec, Ontario. And it was a wonderful culmination of that time. Ultimately, however, my greater calling in higher ed was to move beyond those roles, as much as I appreciated and was enriched by engagement in speech and debate. It was even better opportunity to begin a journey helping shepherd programs rather than students, although I think there is a little of that retention of student shepherding in some other ways at MacU. And so we've been working first on our communication media and ethics degree for a handful of years before translating it in 2022 into a media production and communication degree. And some of the curriculum of the previous degree program carried over. But we were able to advance and gain footing with new exciting introductions. And this course is somewhat of a carryover, but we were able to modify it, and I consider it one that is up for consideration in terms of ways we can further enhance this course. Keep that in mind, because, folks, there will be a reflection essay at the end of this course. Not one of those click on the link and we'd love to hear your feedback prompts, but rather a points-centered assignment, but it's subjective in nature based on your course experiences. Keep track of not only the parts of the course that connect with you, that perhaps unlock new ideas or ways of thinking, maybe inspiring readings, but be looking out for points of healthy constructive criticism, right? Constructive critique. We are always looking to improve and enhance our courses, and we are nearing a time where this course could be evaluated. Well, again, to turn to the course title for a second, Rhetoric, Argumentation, and Persuasion, typically in a traditionalist setting, could represent three wholly distinct areas of communication that one could study. But because they have so much organic crossover between them, it has been valuable for us to couple and couch them together in this course. Now, with that being said, there may be some areas emphasized more than others, primarily because since we do not meet in a synchronized capacity, that is to say live in a physical setting together each week, we have to make some concessions. And so when this course is offered on ground full semester, there's a little more time where we can budget in some training simulation and then execute live back and forth argumentation debate simulators. And that is one area that takes a bit of a backseat to more of the rhetoric and persuasion elements that you'll find in this course. However, I don't want it to take a silent backseat. I'm looking for active ways to bring that into our classroom. So sit tight there, or open a dialogue. Let's explore ways. I'm one that's open to and embraces the classroom as an experimental space. I'm open to recommendations for how you might think that asynchronous online students could engage in such activities. I think that could be the next exciting step this course could take heading into the future. But for now, that's enough about both myself in relation to how this course functions, and I'll be back with more distinct videos to talk about breakout assignments in the class. Thank you for listening.